Hi Reborn friends, it's Christina with the Reborn family, and we have baby Max, our little full body silicone Max boy here. He's so squishy, painted beautifully. We love this guy. And today's video is so different for me. So hopefully it turns out okay. We shall see. But I have gone a little crazy and I sold my entire collection. I have sold every baby. He is my last one that I sold. And so I'm just packing him up and saying goodbye to him today, which is very, very sad, but I'm gonna explain why throughout this video of why I sold him, even though he's so perfect, why I sold him along with the rest of my collection. That was so beautiful. I do love my collection and I think I had a great collection, but I was just ready to try something new, go totally different. I'm always kind of changing or interchanging my collection anyway, so I just decided to kind of go for what I really wanted, my dream full body silicone baby, and along with a couple vinyls that I just have kind of seen along the way, and some other silicones too. So it's going to be an interesting collection that I am going to build up from the start. And so the first baby that I have coming is actually a vinyl. That's the first one that was done that I knew, as soon as I saw this baby, I knew I wanted him to be in my collection. So, and he is a boy right now, but I might make him a girl. I haven't decided. I've kind of gone back and forth if he's going to be a boy or girl. So for now I'm saying it's a boy, but he is a vinyl, so I might change him to a girl in the future. We shall see. And then I do have a full body silicone coming that's going to replace this guy. So as beautiful and perfect and amazing as this guy is, I do have one coming that's in the works that is being kind of created and built exactly how I envisioned as kind of my dream silicone baby. And so because of that, he had to go to a new mommy. So it is a sad day saying goodbye to Max. We've had him the shortest amount of time, but we loved him for the little time we had him. As you can see, he's just a beautiful work of art. He's so sweet, and just a really cute guy. So we are all sad. Even Reborn Dad is sad about this one. So it's gonna be hard to say goodbye to him, but I do have some work in progress photos of my full body silicone that has helped me get through it, because I'm like, okay, I see the vision, I know what he's gonna look like, and I know that my dream silicone baby is gonna be worth it, as difficult as it is to say goodbye to this guy. All right, so you might notice actually as I'm talking, I'll just address the elephant in the room. I have I burnt my arm here while I was cooking. There was a hot pan, and the handle of the pan was really hot, and I somehow got my arm on it and burnt it. So I just put a little Band-Aid on there to cover that up. But yeah, so we are saying goodbye to Max today. Max, for those that don't know, he's a full body silicone. He has an open mouth, but it's kind of like slightly open, so it's like partially open. It's not fully opened. And so he can only take some pacifiers. He can't take all pacifiers because it's just a little opening there, and you don't want to rip the silicone. He's got rooted hair, as you can see. He's got beautifully rooted hair. He has no armatures, so that when they don't have armatures, I've learned it makes them much squishier. Armatures kind of are like little bones in there, so they make them pose better, but it also just kind of stiffens the silicone up a little bit. And I'm also going to be changing Max into the outfit he's going to go to his new mommy in. So we're going to get him dressed in today's video. So this outfit that he's wearing now is actually something I picked up. I went to this local children's store that has like used and gently used clothing and new clothing and stuff like that at a discount price for infants, toddlers, and little ones. So I got the girls a couple of things there, and then I got Max this cute little anchor outfit. I think this outfit was like $1 or something, and I was just like, it's so cute. For $1, I'll splurge on him for that. So yeah, so he's wearing this, but this is not what he's gonna go home to his new mama in. In fact, I might actually hold on to this outfit for another boy that we have coming. I like the anchors. My husband was in the Navy, so I like any like anchors. My husband, his mom, and his dad were all in the Navy, so Navy's kind of close to our hearts. So yeah, and what I'm gonna dress him in, let me show you guys, is he came with this sweet little, I don't know if you remember this sweet little H&M animal romper. So I'm gonna put him in this, and that's what he'll wear to his new mama. So, and I already have his box packed, which I can kind of show you guys. So he's already got lots of items and everything he came with in there. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get him changed and just kind of have a chat about some things. So as I was mentioning armatures, my new baby that's coming has full armatures. Now this baby Max here, I never felt that he needed the armatures. I think it's just like his posing was just so easy, so natural looking, so flawless. You know, you could kind of squish him up, his little legs, or make them look a little more straight, and his arms, you know, his arms just always posed in a way that just looked so natural to me. So I felt that he never really needed the armatures, but typically I do prefer armatures in my silicone babies. I've always had armatures in the arms. I've never had armatures for full body. So my new baby has full body armatures. So he's got armatures in his legs, he'll have armatures in his arms, maybe even his feet, I believe. So you can pose his feet, so you know, you could do like fun little poses. I'm not fully sure the extent of the armatures. I've never had armatures in the legs before, so I don't know what to expect, but I'm very excited. I think the armatures, like I said, it feels a little more like they have their bone structure in there, so it stiffens the silicone up so it's not quite so floppy, because, like, you know, a real baby wouldn't be so floppy, you know what I mean? So I do like that aspect of the armatures, and I also like the posing for photos, or just if you're gonna hold them and you want them in a certain position. I just think the armatures work better for that. Of course, this is all my personal opinion. Some people may agree or disagree. Another thing that the new baby will have that Max does not is he has a squishy tummy, but the new baby will have like a really squishy tummy. It's something that they add into the tummy to make it extra squishy. So this feels kind of the same as the rest of him, whereas my new baby, his tummy will feel different than the rest of him. It'll be extra squishy. Kind of like a real baby, you know, their tummy is gonna be squishier than their legs or their arms might be. So that's kind of exciting. But it doesn't make it any less difficult to say goodbye to Max, because he is a beautiful, beautiful piece of artwork. And we've really enjoyed having him as a family. The whole family really has taken to Max. He's gotten, as you guys saw in our last video, if you guys watched the outing with Max, he got incredible reactions. I mean, people just could not believe that he was not real. And to be honest, it's hard for me to believe he's not real sometimes. Like, he just looks so real. He feels so real. So yeah, he's, and his hair's gone a little curly. I haven't brushed it because I try to be really careful. So I rarely will brush my rooted baby's hair, because I just want to be extra careful that they don't lose hair. As you can see, he does have the plastic behind his head. I always keep plastic. You don't always see the plastic. I typically do more of an effort to try to hide it, but it's always there. So you might not see the plastic behind their head, but it is always there. If they have rooted hair. If they have painted hair, then I don't do the plastic, of course. But yeah, so that's kind of what's going on with my collection. So I have some vinyl babies coming, some silicone babies coming, but there's one in particular silicone that is a very high-end silicone baby. It's gonna be my most expensive baby I've ever owned. And it's a silicone baby that is my dream. It's just kind of a dream baby that I saw a while back. The artist had created a prototype of, and I kind of begged her to make me this dream baby. And then it was a matter of me figuring out the funding to get this dream baby, because he is, like I said, the most expensive I've ever had. So I did have to kind of figure that out, and I finally decided, you know what? I said, okay, if I sell pretty much my whole collection, I could pay for this baby. And I'm like, oh, I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can go down to just one baby. And so I kind of went back and forth with it, and then I decided I'm just going to go for it and figure out the funds as I go. So thankfully she took a payment plan, and I just kind of figured it out as I went. You know, we've had some sales of my babies that I never thought I would sell. Like Benny, for example. Benny was an open-eyed Ruby Awake kit. He was very, very realistic. I thought I would never sell him. I did sell him, but I actually have a Benny 2.0 in the works. So I sold him, and I was really sad about it. So I contacted his artist, and we are going to create something really cool. That's going to be a Benny 2.0. So, but as for the funding, you know, I just kind of sold all my babies and just kind of figured it, things will just work out how they will. So I sold them all. I bought my dream silicone. He is in the works. He should be here next month, and maybe sooner. And then I saw a vinyl baby that I absolutely fell in love with. If you are on my Instagram page, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know I did a sneak peek of him already. And if you don't follow me on Instagram and you want to, I'll put my link in the description below. So you can always follow me on Instagram. That's my main go-to social media. So if you want to reach out to me, Instagram or here on YouTube. That's kind of my main two. But I am on TikTok and Instagram. So anyway, or excuse me, I'm on TikTok and Facebook as well. But Facebook is really hard. There's so many scammers. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but there's so many scammers on Facebook that it's kind of deterred me a little bit from being in the doll community on Facebook. So I try to just stay on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Those are kind of my go-tos. But my main one, of course, is always going to be YouTube. So Max is dressed. I'm going to get a blanket for him. We're going to swaddle him up, and we're going to just go ahead and box him up for his new mama. And it's a sad day, you guys. It is really sad. And it's hard because I don't have my new baby here to kind of console me, I guess, or to kind of make it easier, to make me like, help me move on, you know, from this breakup with Max. So this is a tough one. But I know that he's going to be loved, and, you know, and hopefully this will be his forever mama. I'm not sure. When I got him, I wasn't aware that he's actually had several moms. And it's a bit perplexing because he's so perfect. He is one of the nicest, if not the nicest, babies I've ever had. And he's so realistic. He's so beautiful. He's really, truly like almost perfect in every way. And so it is perplexing that he's been through so many homes. I'm not sure the reason of that. I know my reason, and I think that other past owners of his, I think that they probably have a similar reason as me. That's the only, because there's nothing wrong with him. I think it's just that, you know, it's just that price tag that silicone babies cost. They are expensive, and so I think that a lot of mamas have kind of started with him, and then they decide that they love silicone, or maybe they decided they didn't love silicone. I'm not sure that, you know, what their feelings were, but for me, I love silicone. I found that I do prefer silicone. I love silicone. The problem with silicone are two things. One, it's harder for it to look realistic. In his case, that's not the situation. He obviously looks very realistic. But so if you find them realistic, the hard part is a very realistic silicone is very expensive. And so that price tag makes it a little tougher. Now, I've actually seen, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but recently I've seen some silicone babies, full body silicone babies going for, there was one that went for almost $15,000. 15. This baby went for just under $15,000, and I was shocked. I could not believe it. So when I say my most expensive and things like that, it's not that price range. I've never owned or even seen in person a silicone Reborn or any Reborn of any kind for $15,000, but they do exist. So, but with that said, you know, Max was still pricey for me. So I don't have, you know, I'm new to the higher end babies, I guess. And so I just had to choose. I had to choose between him or my dream baby. And I decided to go with the dream baby, even though this is a custom that I'm having made. So, you know, there is a chance that my dream baby I don't like as much as Max, and, you know, doesn't turn out. And that's kind of something you have to weigh and decide, you know, are you a risky person? Do you want to take that risk of losing something that you love and adore for something that you think you'll love and adore, even more, but might not even like, you know. And it's a risk I decided I did want to take. It was difficult to decide, but I decided to. And this custom that I have made, as soon as I got the work in progress pictures, it was just a day or two after Max had officially been adopted by a new mom. And I was really like having a hard time with it. And then I got the photos from my artist that's making my dream baby. And when she showed me the work in progress photos and I saw the skin tone and you know, how far along he had come, and you know, he already has his full armatures in and all of that. He's got an open mouth, full open mouth, so he can take a full pacifier. He's got a tongue and a fully like structured interior of his mouth. So when I do this and you look inside his mouth, it's gonna look like a real baby's mouth. And so when I saw the progress, I knew I made the right decision for me. You know, I think everyone has a certain style that they kind of go to, and as much as I love Max, the style of this other silicone that I have being made is just exactly what I wanted, exactly what I had in mind. So I'm really excited for the new baby to come and get here, and I can't wait to show you guys. I might show you guys some of the work in progress pictures while I'm talking about it, but yeah, so you can kind of see the skin tone of the baby I have coming versus Max's skin tone. Max has a beautiful skin tone. He is very light. He's got those red undertones, which I love. I love the red undertones. My new baby also has the red undertones, but in a more of a, I guess kind of more like my skin tone, kind of like, versus Max. Well, Max is a lot lighter. So, and my new baby is gonna have dark hair, so really dark hair. And Max has kind of the lighter brown hair, which is equally as adorable, but it's just a preference. So yeah, so the new baby is actually, I think, gonna have black hair, if you guys want to know. So I'm kind of giving away all the secrets here. But yeah, I think the new baby will have black hair, and as you can see, his skin tone, and Max has just beautiful skin tone too. So just different, not necessarily one is better than the other, just different, and just a preference thing. So for me, I like the armatures a lot, so I'm excited that I'm getting a silicone baby that's gonna have full armatures. I like the fully open mouth. That is the one thing I will say with Max that really bothered me, is that he doesn't have a fully open mouth, and so he could never take a full pacifier. That's probably my only complaint with him, really. And then of course, like I said, like the tummy isn't as squishy as, you know, the baby I have coming, but that is, all these things that I'm listing are typically an additional charge. It's gonna make the baby more expensive anyway. So like the extra squishy tummy, that makes it more expensive. The full armatures, that's gonna make it more expensive. The open mouth, I'm not sure if that makes it more expensive or not, but it can, especially because he has the one I have coming has a fully sculpted open mouth, so that can make it more expensive because the artist has to create the tongue and the gums and all of that, and then paint all of that, and that's just, you know, more work for them. So anything that's going to add time, effort, you know, more work into the artist, it's going to add to the price. Yeah, so just those are just a couple little things. Also, the baby I have coming, I think, is slightly bigger than Max. Max is a newborn size. He's 18.5 inches, just under 19 inches, and just over 7 pounds. So he's the exact weight, length, everything, exact size of a newborn baby. And I like that. I think Max is a perfect size. He's a great size for me. He's worked out really well. But he is small, so the baby I have coming is a little bit bigger, which I think will actually work better for outings and things like that, because, you know, it's one thing to have them at home and they're, you know, look like a little fresh newborn, and that's great, and I love that part of them. But when you go on outings, sometimes people, they look even smaller, so it kind of amplifies their things about them. So he is very small when we go on an outing. Now here at home, he's the perfect size, and he's the perfect size for photos, and he's the perfect size for dressing, and newborn size anyway. But when it comes to an outing, he looks very small. So a little bit bigger will work just a little bit better for what I use my babies for, which I love to take my babies, as you guys know, on family outings. And so when I take them with us on a family outing, I want them to look as realistic as possible. So just a little bit bigger of a size will work better for that. And like I said, I'm really excited about the armatures, because though if Max had armatures, for example, if I did this, his arm would stay there. You know, if I did whatever you do with the arms, whatever pose, or the legs, you know, whatever pose you put them in, their legs and arms will stay like that. So I am very excited. I've never had full body armatures. I'm so excited for that. I'm excited for the sculpted mouth and all of that. So, all right, let's get him wrapped up and say goodbye. All right, so I've got a new Kate Quinn swaddle. It's kind of girly, I guess, but I wanted to give the mom a new swaddle because the swaddle he came with, actually the old mama that had him like 2 moms ago, had named him Ribbon. I don't know if you guys recall that. That was his original name that I got when I did the box opening of him. And so the old mom that got him, that originally had him, that named him, she did a custom name blanket. In fact, I still have it, but I am going to be shipping it at some point. She wanted to buy this back. So since it was a custom blanket, I said, of course, you know, I'm just having her pay for shipping, and I will send it back to her. So that's her blanket. And so I wanted to give the mom that has Max now, I don't know what his new name will be, some sort of a new swaddle, and the only new swaddle I have is this one, and I thought that maybe this can be boy or girl, but it looks a little girl-like, doesn't it? So, I don't know. So now I'm kind of second guessing myself. I do happen to have another swaddle. I have this swaddle I could use. It's not new with, it's new, but it's not new with tags. I've used it on other babies before, but it's not like it's been used by like a real human or anything like that. So I do have that one. So now I don't know what to do for a swaddle, you guys. And I've got this blue. Let's see, what else do I have that's kind of, sorry, I'm looking through my blanket basket. So I've got this blue one. I don't know, you guys. Now I don't know. You know, I think I'll just go with what I originally thought, even though it's a little bit girly, because maybe she has other babies that she can use it for. At least she's getting a new Kate Quinn swaddle, which can be hard to come by. So we'll just go for it, and hopefully she has other babies she can use it for. So first thing I want to do actually is I'm going to go ahead and wrap his face up, his hair mainly. But we're going to go ahead and wrap all this up. I know it feels like he can't breathe, but he can. Well, I mean, he's not real, so he can't breathe ever, so it's okay. He will be fine with the silicone. Doesn't he look so fun? He looks like a real baby that's like suffocating. That's actually really sad and scary looking, but okay. And then we're gonna wrap his little hands. One hand, maybe. There we go, there's one hand. There's the other hand. So, I don't know if you guys have silicone or vinyl, how you wrap them. I don't typically wrap their hands and feet, but since it's a silicone, full body silicone, I am going to. But if it was vinyl, I don't actually usually wrap their hands and feet. But I don't know. Let's see here. Yeah, the girls are playing with Daddy right now, but Daddy's got to go to work today for a little bit, and so we're gonna do a painting craft as soon as I'm done boxing up Max. So that'll be a good distraction, I think, for me, so that I'm not so sad about Max, because I am actually sad, you guys. I'm actually kind of sad about this. But again, I just remind myself of who's to come and why I had to sell him. And we've got some amazing babies coming. So I've got my dream silicone, I've got beautiful vinyl babies coming, and I've got actually incredible, basically a dream cuddle baby too that I've created. So I'm gonna have a little bit of everything. So if you like silicone, I've got silicone coming. If you like vinyl, I've got vinyl. If you like cuddle babies, I've got cuddle babies coming. So I've got a little bit of everything, which is very exciting. All right, so bye, Max. Oh, this is so sad. But again, it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. Okay. All right, so that's it. Max is ready to go in the box. So that's really all I have for today's video, guys. I just wanted to kind of explain what's going on with my collection, why I'm saying goodbye to my whole collection and starting fresh, what I have in the works to come. In fact, I think next week's video will be a box opening video. So we're saying goodbye this week, and next week we're saying hello and welcome to our new babies. So we've got one new baby that we will do the box opening of in next week's video. So until then, you guys, I hope you have a great week. I love you. You're important to us. Thank you so much for being a part of the Reborn family. Bye, Reborn friends.